Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's the same lady here representing TeamJVS here to give you guys another review. This is from literally live from TIFF 2025. I've seen some pretty good films today. I'm here to talk about them. The first one up is The Choral. This is an insanely good film. This is Ralph Fiennes, Mark Addy, Roger Allam, Armstrong, a newcomer who she was a standout, and that's Amara. I know I'm gonna get her last name wrong, I apologize. Amara Akokik. She plays one of the lead vocalists in this film. She's amazing. So the backdrop of it, this takes place around 1916 during the Great War. And what's happening is, in this British community, there's a lot of the young men that are basically getting deployed out voluntarily, and then eventually they're just getting sent out. And they aren't coming back. Or if they're coming back, they're not coming back the same. Of course, you know. So Mark Addy's job is really just to take pictures of them. And one of the most insane things, the opening of the film, is watching certain people go and walk up to staying steady and taking that picture, and just the despair and the look on their face, they're like they don't know what they're getting into, but they're also trying to advocate for the country. That plays very prevalent in this film throughout, as far as what the reality of it is within terms of how people have to navigate going into the war, mentally, emotionally, even their decisions, and a lot of young people in this. Now, how does Ralph Fiennes come into this? So Ralph Fiennes is a person that is a musical conductor that served in Germany and has been now placed back home, but people look at him with a lot of disdain. They look at him as an outsider. They look at him as possibly even a spy, but he only truly cares about the art. Now, Roger Allam is a person that's the coordinator of the choral. The choral is essentially like the British term for the choir, but this is a choral society. It's got men and women in it. And I'll just go ahead and say this. Even though Ralph Fiennes is, you know, the main lead of this film, it's not about him. It's about so many other factors of the characters that surround him. Mainly the people that shouldn't be in the choral. The people that are looking at like outcasts, the young people that are being disruptive amongst themselves based on a war that really they don't project they even come back from. So they're doing outlandish things because they want to be able to feel as though they're living. And a lot of those conversations and a lot of those different moments feel like they're pulled right out of history. And they're articulated well. The line delivery is really well done. The dialogue is really well done. And I think it feels real. One of the things I think is key as far as the way this is written is a lot of subcontext is left in this, where you're trying to assess who these people really are. Where's their past? And sometimes you get it, and sometimes it's inferred, and sometimes they use exposition for it. But a lot of the time you can tell exactly who the person is based on their disposition, based on how they put in certain scenarios, and then their line delivery. It shows so many different evoking emotions that there's not a actor that does bad. I think that they all have moments of time, which is why they rally around their commander-in-chief and the conductor, which is Ralph Fiennes' character. The other big thing about this film, which is surprising, there's a lot of humor. There's a lot of, like, not dark comedy, it's just natural humor that they are able to invoke a lot of different emotions from, where it makes it not just digestible, but it makes it very human. Like, these people are dealing with a life-altering circumstance that they don't even know where the other side looks at. There's a lot of things being said to them. The good thing that I'll say is that even though this primarily takes within just the backyard of this community, the community feels alive. Like, I feel like there are people that work in the bakery, there are people that work in doing their taxes, people that work doing photography. Like, you feel like this is a real community. And I think that they established that really well from a visual standpoint, as far as the photography and the cinematography in this. The other big thing that I say is the pacing. The pacing is well done in the sense that when something starts to kind of go over long, they transition to the other's art. they transition to other characters. There's never a point that they stay too long on something, but it's just enough that it keeps you guessing where it's going to actually go. And I think that there's a little bit of intensity there when it comes to a lot of the invoking emotions that are associated with specific characters that I did not anticipate. And I think that they do a really good job allowing you to be able to breathe while at the same time tightening those small little corners to make you like hope and fearful all at the same exact time. So from Nicholas as a director, I think he does a really good job with the cast that he's given and with the world they kind of built around it. Score was actually really well done. This is a really good film. This is easily a B+. And one of the better films I've seen so far, even though it's my first film I've seen at TIFF 2025. So I have a lot more films to go and cover. Thank you guys so much for watching this exclusive review. Have a lot more content to give you guys. Cannot wait. Talk to you guys soon. Peace, everybody.